All right. So welcome everyone to Yoga Fix Day 6, strengthening our core muscles of the quadratus lumborum, or QL for short, and the transverse abdominis, or TVA for short. And to read more information, to get more information about both of these groups of powerful core muscles, just look at my website under Day 6. Okay, so we are going to start by strengthening the TVA, the transverse abdominis. So what you're going to do is move toward your hands and knees, and then you're going to curl your toes under, get a nice plantar fascia stretch there, and you're going to walk your hands toward your knees. So unlike tabletop, your hands are really close to your knees. And you're essentially coming into cat pose, and it's going to look like it's easy, but I promise you it's not. So you're drawing your belly button up to your spine, really, really pressing that belly button up to the spine. It should be difficult to talk. It's not easy for me to talk here. Woo! And you're going to hold it for about 20 seconds. So let's say about 10 more. Really drawing that belly button in, like a cat on Halloween. And then letting it go. You can shake out your wrists. We're going to do 4 more of those. And a nice stretch for our TVA is cow facing pose. So on a milder level, doing cat from hands and knees is strengthening the TVA, and cow is stretching it. All right, so let's do our second set. Curl the toes, walk the hands to the knees, and find your inner Halloween cat. Draw that belly in, really, really press the belly button toward the spine. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, 17 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi, 20 Mississippi. Whew, yeah, it is hard to talk while you're doing that. You can stretch out those wrists, shake out those wrists. Find a full tabletop, wrists below shoulders. And inhale, cow, stretching out the TVA. Exhale, cat, and tabletop, a little more mild. And again, curl the toes, lift the heels, walk the hands toward the knees. Halloween, I was about to say Hollywood. Halloween cat, so draw that belly in. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, 17 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi, 20 Mississippi. Woo! Shake out the wrists. Woohoo! Tabletop, wrists below shoulders. Inhale, cow, stretching out the transverse abdominis. Exhale, cat. 1 more round of crazy Halloween cat, getting a super core strengthener. Oh my goodness, it burns. Draw that belly in, folks. Draw, draw, draw it in. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, 17 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi, 20 Mississippi. Let it go. Shake out the wrists. Tabletop. Breathe. Inhale, cow, stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out. Breathe. Exhale back into child's pose. Knees can be together or wide, arms can be overhead or by the legs. Breathe. So 2, strengthen the quadratus lumborum, the QL. We're going to start by coming into side plank on our forearms. So let's start the left forearm down. Knees can be bent here with your lower legs kind of tucked behind you. And you're kind of going down and then lifting up. It's not about height. You don't want to lift up too high, in fact. And this is a great way to do it. You certainly have the option of straightening the legs, lifting up, and coming down, which for me is really intense. QL. Again, if you want more information about this core group of muscles, look on my website under day 6. From here, you're going to come into full forearm plank. Feel the burn, baby. Heating up. And then you're going to do this on the other side. So come onto your right forearm. Again, knees can be bent. Coming down, lifting, down, lifting. You also have the option of straightening the legs. Coming down, lifting, down, lifting, down, lifting. Let's do one more forearm plank. Come onto those forearms. Shift back toward those heels. Woo! Burn. From here, and please feel free to do more sets of these. You're going to make your way onto your belly, your hips, your pelvis. Come into Sphinx. Find your breath here. You might wiggle the hips a little. Just notice how you feel. And these are muscle groups that don't normally get much attention, so you'll probably feel it. Really good to strengthen them, and really spicy. Walking the hands below the shoulders, by the upper ribs, and then making your way back toward child. Maybe this time wide-legged child, or knees together, depending on what you did last time and what your body is asking for right now. The head go, let the mind go. Close your eyes, breathe. And gradually rolling yourself up, sitting up onto those heels, and just noticing how your TVA feels, transverse abdominis, how your quadratus lumborum feels. Those powerful groups of core muscles that when we strengthen them, they really help prevent back pain. They give us greater power in any activity that we do, greater longevity. They give us greater health and well-being when they're stronger. They help prevent imbalances in the body. So it's a great thing to do. And they'll definitely wake you up.